we got to talk about Shane Bowen. The report now is that Shane Bowen is staying put. We talked about it before where there's been some talks about him potentially heading out the door after just one season, partially because he might want to go work for Mike Vrabel. And that's what we thought, it more than anything else was he might go, okay, let's see, I'm really working out here. Got a lame duck coach over here. Maybe I go to New England and, be their defensive coordinator. But apparently that's not going to happen. Mike Garofolo of NFL Network on Twitter X, whatever the hell you want to call it, said, to be clearer on Giants DC Shane Bowen, my understanding is Brian Daboll is moving forward with him as his coordinator. My best read on it as of now is he remains in that role in East Rutherford in 2025. So, fancy way of saying he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's call it like it is. And the question's there. I mean, this was Merrill last week when he announced that he was keeping, Daboll and Shane. He said, quite frankly, I didn't think our defense played very well this year at all. I know that when you have an offense that performs like that, you're putting more pressure on your defense, but we need to make improvements there. I'm tired of watching teams go up and down the field on us, so I think it has to be addressed. I think we need some more depth in the offensive line, but the number one thing certainly is the quarterback. But why would you go off? Again, we've been asked it before, guys. We're probably the most Shane Bowen-friendly podcast, news content, Giants content creator, whatever the hell you want to call us, of all of them. I said it before, but I'll repeat again. You got a crappy defensive line minus Dexter Lawrence. You had a kid thrust into CB1 who was nowhere near ready. And no depth behind him whatsoever. And what do you want this guy to do? Oh, yeah, and by the way, his defense is having to deal with having the worst offense in all of football on the side of the ball.
Yeah.
We were leading the NFL in sacks at one point. Before all the injuries happened, we were mid in points per game. Mid, which I know it doesn't sound great. But when you're average defense with the worst offense in the league,
you got a pretty good defense.
That's saying something. So, again, don't blame Shane Bowen. Blame Joe Shane. Blame blank. Because he let those holes be there. He let those holes stay there. And he created issues by not addressing things like he should have, point blank. And we could have. We could have very easily. I know people say, oh, the cap space. The cap space is BS, guys. I'm sorry. Absolute BS. You can go ahead and fix a lot of what's going on with the defense by putting a little money into a couple positions and getting a legit corner, getting a defensive line, and all you had to do was go ahead and restructure somebody at that point to do it. Which I know they keep saying they don't want to do, but we all do it. Every team does it, guys. Every single team does it. So, as we got Big Blue in the Bronx checking in, by the way.
What's up, Big Blue?
If you guys haven't already, like the channel, like it, subscribe it, subscribe-y. He says, I dislike Bowen and the talent are great, in quotation marks, GM brought in. I do also blame Daboll because he decided to be an a-hole to Wink and then had his fifth choice. Here's the thing. I still think the defense was better this year than with Wink. It's just I don't think the defense had the pieces that necessarily need to succeed this year. Point blank. Adoree Jackson was a year older and worse. We got rid of Nick McLeod and caused issues in his head for no apparent reason. We have the Ashawn Robinson gone at that point there. Leonard Williams gone. I mean, Wink had a lot more to cook with, guys.
Yeah.
Had a lot more to cook with. And again, I don't think Wink was horrible either. I'm not trying to say that. But I'm not willing to give Wink a pass when Wink Martindale had the same exact scenario unfold in Baltimore. One is a coincidence, two is a pattern. Just saying.
Pretty much.
You can't get along with Brian Daboll. Okay, understood. Not everybody can. Can't get along with John Harbaugh or Brian Daboll. Hold on a second here. There's a pattern forming. So,
both of them could be a-holes.
They could. All three of them could be, because that's more likely, to be honest.
Most likely.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you got your DC is trying to be a head coach, thinking he knows everything.
Yeah, during the season.
Yep.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too.
Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please.